My darling, let's begin with something very important, something I want you to feel in your bones. You are not just a body. You are not just a personality. You are a field of energy. Yes, right now, as you sit here, you are radiating waves of thought, waves of emotion, waves of intention, and every single one of those waves is shaping the way you experience life. This isn't just a poetic idea, it's how life works. In science, they call it frequency. In quantum physics, they talk about energy fields. And in the spiritual world, we simply say, what you give out comes back. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt tension, even before anyone spoke? Or met someone for the first time and instantly felt at ease? That's because energy doesn't wait for words. Your personal energy, the combination of your thoughts, your emotions, your subconscious patterns, is constantly broadcasting, and other people's subconscious minds are constantly picking it up. We call this feeling someone's vibe, but my darling, it's much more than a vibe. It's a living, breathing field of influence. Now here's where it gets exciting. You are in charge of that field. Oh yes, you are. It is not random, it is not fixed, and it is not controlled by anyone else. The quality of your energy is shaped by the quality of your thinking, the depth of your emotional honesty, and the beliefs you've stored in your subconscious mind. And the good news? Every single one of those can be changed. The moment you choose a better thought, you shift your energy. The moment you release a resentment, you shift your energy. The moment you breathe deeply and remind yourself, I am safe, you shift your energy. You see, energy is not just a feeling, it's a language. Your cells speak it, your heart speaks it, your mind speaks it. Quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is made of vibrating particles, and those vibrations respond to other vibrations. That's why when you practice joy, gratitude, or peace, you are literally tuning your personal frequency to match experiences that bring more joy, more gratitude, more peace. And neuroscience has given us a beautiful piece of evidence for this. Mirror neurons. These tiny structures in your brain fire not just when you act, but when you observe someone else acting or feeling. This is why your energy influences others without you even touching them. Smile genuinely, and their brain lights up as if they were smiling. Radiate calm, and their nervous system begins to settle. This is the ripple effect of your energy. So today, I want you to understand that the power to transform your life is not out there. It is right here, in the field you carry, in the choices you make, in the emotions you cultivate. You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond measure. And when you truly begin to live as the conscious guardian of your energy, everything changes. The way people treat you changes. The opportunities that find you change. The health of your body changes. Because you are no longer letting your energy run on autopilot. You are choosing moment by moment what you radiate. Before we go deeper, I want you to place your hand on your heart right now and whisper to yourself, I am the source of my energy. I am the keeper of my light. Feel that. Feel the truth of it. This is not about pretending life is perfect. It's about knowing that no matter what is happening, you can return to your center. You can choose again. You can raise your frequency. And when you do, the universe rearranges itself to meet you there. Because, my darling, this is the secret. Energy doesn't lie. People may say words, they may wear masks, but your energy always tells the truth, and so does theirs. So let's make a commitment today. From this moment on, we will no longer be careless with our energy. We will tend to it, nurture it, and honor it. Because when you unlock the power of your inner energy field, you unlock the door to every single transformation you've been asking for. And that shift, once it happens, changes everything. Let me ask you something, my darling. Right now, in this very moment, without changing anything, without pretending, without putting on a mask, what does your energy feel like? Is it light, open, welcoming, or is it heavy, tight, guarded? You see, you don't have to tell me with words because your energy is always speaking for you. It's a signal, a constant, steady broadcast going out into the universe 24 hours a day. And here's the thing, this signal isn't random. It is tuned by your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and the patterns you hold in your subconscious mind. If you are living in gratitude, in hope, in kindness, you're broadcasting a high, bright, magnetic frequency. If you are sitting in resentment, fear, or self-doubt, you're broadcasting a very different one. And the universe, the great mirror, simply reflects it all back to you. What you send out, you get back. Always. Now, I know some people get nervous when I say that. They think, oh dear, I've been sending out such a low frequency. Does that mean I'm doomed? No, my love, it doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you are powerful enough to change it. Right now, this very minute, you can change the channel. You can tune to a different station. That's what's so glorious about energy. It responds instantly when you shift your inner state. And when you begin to shift, even a little bit, your experiences begin to shift too. Energy doesn't just shape your relationships or opportunities. It shapes your health. When your energy is low and dense, your body feels it. Your immune system feels it. Your nervous system feels it. Chronic stress, worry, and anger keep your body in fight or flight mode, which wears down your resilience over time. But when you keep your energy clean and bright, your body thrives. Your cells literally respond to joy. Your immune system is boosted by gratitude. Laughter resets your stress response. That's not just a nice idea, that's science. Your body listens to your energy before it listens to anything else. So how do we work with this? Let's begin with awareness. You can't change a channel if you don't know what you're tuned to. That means noticing, not judging, not shaming, just noticing what your energy feels like throughout the day. Are you tense in the chest? That might be fear. Are your shoulders up by your ears? That might be stress. Do you feel open and soft in the belly? That might be peace. Just this one practice of checking in several times a day will give you insight into where your frequency is sitting. Then comes the reprogramming. And my love, this is where affirmations are a miracle tool. Because every single time you repeat an affirmation, you are teaching your subconscious a new truth. I am safe. I am worthy. I am filled with life. Say it enough, and your subconscious will begin to believe it. And when your subconscious believes it, your energy begins to hold it without effort. That's how you shift from low to high. Not with force, but with repetition. And here's another powerful way to raise your frequency. Creative visualization. Your brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. It responds to both in the same way. That means when you close your eyes and see yourself vibrant, healthy, confident, and peaceful, your body and your energy field begin to align with that image. See it, feel it, step into it as if it were happening right now. And every time you do, you are tuning your frequency to match that reality. So today, I want you to leave with this truth etched into your heart. You are the guardian of your own energy field. You get to decide the frequency you live in. You don't have to wait for life to be perfect. You don't have to wait for other people to change. You can start right now by noticing, by affirming, by visualizing, and when you do, you will watch your world rearrange itself in ways that will leave you in awe. Because, my darling, energy is not a side effect of life. It is the cause. And when you master it, you master everything. All right, my love, let's really go deep into this, because this is not just about protecting energy in some abstract way. This is about reclaiming your life force, your peace, and your sense of self in a world that will happily take every ounce of it if you let it. I want you to walk out of here tonight, not just understanding these concepts in your mind, but feeling them in your bones, in your breath, in every cell of your being. So let's begin again with this picture. Your energy as a house. You are the owner, the caretaker, the designer of this house. And I want you to imagine it right now. What does the outside look like? What color is the door? Are there flowers on the porch? Do the windows sparkle in the sun? And more importantly, what does it feel like inside? Is it warm, cozy, safe, filled with light? Or is it cluttered with other people's noise, fears, and chaos? You see, too many of us have been taught to leave the front door wide open to anyone and anything. We don't check who's walking in. We don't see what they're carrying. And then we wonder why our space feels so heavy. But the truth is, you can't live in peace if you let anyone storm through your sacred space. You get to choose who and what comes in, always. This is why boundaries are not just helpful, they are essential. And here's the beautiful part. Boundaries don't push love away, they protect it. When you say, "No, I can't take that on right now," what you're really saying is, "I love myself enough to honor my capacity." And I promise you, the people who truly care about you will understand. In fact, your boundaries will inspire them to create their own. Now, some of you are thinking, "But Louise, it's not that simple. What if they get upset? What if they think I'm selfish?" My darling, if someone's love for you depends on you sacrificing your well-being, that's not love, that's control. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, not constant self-abandonment. Let's move to the breath. I love the breath because it is the simplest, most accessible way to reset your energy in any moment. You could be in a crowded office, in a tense family dinner, or in the middle of traffic, and still you have your breath. When you feel drained, I want you to pause. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slow and steady. Hold it for just a moment. Then exhale fully, as if you're letting go of every bit of tension, every ounce of heaviness that isn't yours. Inhale light. Exhale what doesn't belong to you. Do that 3 times, and you will feel the shift immediately. I once worked with a woman who told me she felt exhausted every time she visited her sister. It's like she pours her problems into me, and I walk away feeling 20 pounds heavier, she said. I taught her this breathing technique, and the next time she visited, she imagined each exhale releasing her sister's worries back to the universe. She told me later, "Louise, I left that day lighter than I've ever felt. I still love her, but I don't carry her life on my shoulders anymore." That, my love, is the power of protecting your energy. Another tool I adore is the light visualization. Now, I know some people roll their eyes at this. "Louise, how can imagining light actually do anything?" But remember, energy responds to intention. If you can picture yourself surrounded by a glowing shield of light, your subconscious mind, and even your body will respond as if it's true. Try it with me now. Close your eyes. Imagine a warm golden light wrapping around you like the softest blanket. It is luminous, it is loving, and it is strong. See it above you, behind you, beneath your feet. This light lets love in, lets joy in, lets truth in, but it filters out every drop of negativity, every ounce of harm. And the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. And here's the last piece I want to give you tonight, the observer mode. This is one of my favorite phrases. Their storm is not my weather. Just because someone else is in chaos doesn't mean you have to join them. Imagine standing on a porch, watching a thunderstorm in the distance. You see the lightning, you hear the thunder, but you are under shelter. You are dry. You are safe. You can even admire the beauty of the storm without getting swept away by it. That is what it means to stay in your own weather. Now, let's be honest. This is not something you master in one day. You will forget. You will slip. You will sometimes find yourself right in the middle of someone else's storm without realizing it. But the moment you notice, you have the power to step back, to breathe, to wrap yourself in light, to close the door to your inner house and return to peace. Every time you do, you strengthen the muscle of self-protection. Because here's the truth. When you protect your energy, you protect your life. You stop being at the mercy of other people's moods, words, and storms. You stop leaking your power. You stop living in reaction and start living in creation. And from that place, you can give more freely because you're not giving from emptiness. You're giving from overflow. My darling, I want you to leave here tonight with this knowing in your heart. Protecting your energy is one of the most loving, powerful, and necessary acts of self-care you will ever practice. And when you do, you will find that life feels lighter, relationships feel healthier, and your own inner light shines so much brighter. Now that you've begun to understand how to protect your energy, I want to take you into the joyful, delicious work of actually raising it. Because you see, protecting energy is like putting a fence around your garden. But raising energy is like planting flowers, adding sunlight, and letting the fragrance fill the air. One keeps you safe, the other makes you flourish. And when you combine them, you become unstoppable. Let's start with gratitude. I know you've heard me say it before, but I will keep saying it because it is one of the most transformative forces in the universe. What you focus on expands. When you choose to focus on what is working, what is beautiful, what is good, you are literally sending out a signal to the universe that says, "More of this, please." And the universe listens. Every morning, before you even get out of bed, I want you to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand. It could be the warmth of your blanket, the sound of birds outside your window, the fact that you woke up today. And if you want to magnify the magic, write them down. Writing anchors them in your subconscious. Writing tells your mind, this matters. And when gratitude becomes your default setting, joy becomes your natural state. Now let's talk about deep relaxation. I know some of you are thinking, Louise, I don't have time to relax. There's too much to do. My darling, you don't have time not to relax. Rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Energy regenerates in rest. Just as your phone needs to be charged, your body needs stillness to restore itself. This is not laziness, it is wisdom. You are not a machine. You are a magnificent being of light. And when you give yourself permission to rest deeply, whether that's through meditation, gentle stretching, lying quietly with your eyes closed, or even a warm bath, you are saying to yourself, I am worthy of care. And that message alone will lift your energy instantly, which brings me to one of my favorite rituals, energy cleansing. You know, just as your physical body gets dirty and needs washing, your energetic body also picks up dust and debris from life. Arguments, stress, other people's negativity, it all leaves an imprint. And if we don't clear it, it accumulates. One of the simplest ways to cleanse your energy is to take a salt bath. Salt is deeply purifying. It draws out heaviness and leaves you feeling light. As you soak, imagine every worry, every burden dissolving into the water. When you pull the plug, watch it swirl away back into the earth to be transformed. You can also cleanse by meditating, by walking barefoot on the grass, by standing in the ocean, by sitting under a tree. Nature is the great recharger. She knows how to balance your energy without you having to do a thing but be there. And finally, I want to speak to you about the space you live in. Your home is not just walls and furniture. It is an extension of your energy field. If your space is cluttered, your mind will be cluttered. If your home is dark and stale, your energy will feel heavy. So open your windows. Let fresh air in. Let sunlight touch your skin. Remove what no longer serves you. Old papers, broken objects, clothes you haven't worn in years. Every object in your home either lifts your energy or drains it. Choose beauty. Choose lightness. Choose what supports the life you are creating. And watch how, as you clear your environment, you also clear your mind. Now I want you to see how all of these practices fit together. Gratitude tunes your heart to a higher frequency. Deep relaxation allows your body to restore. Energy cleansing keeps you light and unburdened. A clean, bright environment reflects and reinforces the inner clarity you are cultivating. And when you live this way, day after day, moment after moment, you become a magnet for all that is good. So I will leave you with this. Your energy is your life. It is the currency you spend in every interaction, every choice, every day. Protect it, yes, but also lift it, nurture it, love it into brilliance. Because when your energy shines, your life blossoms. And my darling, you deserve nothing less than a life that feels radiant from the inside out. My darlings, can I ask you something right now? Have you ever gone to bed at night feeling absolutely drained? And yet, when you look back at your day, you didn't actually do anything physically exhausting? That's not your imagination. That is your energy speaking to you. That is your soul whispering something is leaking. Guys, because exhaustion is not always about how much you do. It's about what you carry, what you think, and who you allow into your space. And if we truly want to live in high, beautiful energy, we must become fiercely protective of it. Let's start with the voice inside your own head. You know the one I mean. The one that says, "You're not enough. You should have done better. You always mess things up." Oh, my loves, if I could take that voice and transform it into the voice of unconditional love, your entire life would change overnight. Because here's the truth. Self-criticism is like pouring acid on your own spirit. It doesn't make you better. It makes you smaller. It doesn't build your life. It erodes it. You have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. So why not try approving of yourself and see what happens? Imagine what would shift if every time you made a mistake, you said to yourself, "That's okay, I'm learning. I love you anyway." That's not laziness. That's the soil where real growth begins. And then there's the constant complaining. I want you to hear me gently, because I say this with love. Complaining is like affirming to the universe, over and over, "This is what I want more of." Every time you repeat the problem, you reinforce it. You give it more life. You feed it energy. My darling, stop feeding what you don't want. You are far too precious to waste your life energy on rehearsing pain. What you bless grows. What you complain about also grows. Choose which one you want to water. Now let's talk about relationships, the people in our lives. I know this is tender. Some of you are thinking of someone right now who leaves you feeling empty, small, or tense every time you interact. We often call them energy vampires. But really, they are just people who have not yet learned how to fill themselves up from within. And so they pull, they take, they drain. But here's what I want you to remember. You cannot save someone by letting them sink you. Boundaries are not walls, they are acts of love. They say, "I love you, but I also love me, and I will not sacrifice my health to keep your storms company." It's not about cutting people out in anger. It's about preserving enough light in yourself so you can shine for the people who truly want to walk in the sun with you. And finally, oh, this one is sneaky. The constant flood of information, social media, news headlines, endless notifications. My loves, your nervous system was not designed to absorb the heartbreak of the entire planet every single day. The human brain was never meant to be on call for every ping, every update, every disaster report. When you scroll and scroll, you are not just consuming information, you are consuming energy. And most of the time, it's energy you don't want. Remember this, every image you see, every story you read, plants a seed in your subconscious, and those seeds grow. So if you want a garden of peace, you must stop planting weeds of fear, outrage, and comparison. I want you to try something radical. Turn off the noise, even for an hour, even for a day. See how your body feels when it's not being pulled in 100 directions at once. See how your mind softens when it's not trying to process the pain of the whole world. You will find that when you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life. So, let me say this clearly, with all the love I can pour into these words. You are the keeper of your energy. You get to decide what thoughts live in your mind. You get to decide who gets close to your heart. You get to decide how much of the world's noise you let in. And every choice you make in those areas is shaping the quality of your life. Not someday, but right now. Because when you stop criticizing yourself, when you step away from the people who constantly drain you, and when you unplug from the endless feed of negativity, something miraculous happens. Your energy returns. Your light comes back. You feel spacious, open, alive again. And in that space, all the beauty, all the joy, all the abundance you have been longing for can finally find you. Have you noticed that when your energy shifts, life itself seems to shift around you? It's as if the entire universe is a mirror, reflecting back the song you are singing inside your soul. And here's the beautiful truth. When you raise your frequency, you raise your life. You begin to notice opportunities appearing where before you saw only closed doors. You find your body responding with more vitality, your mind brimming with fresh ideas, your heart opening to connections you once thought were impossible. This is not magic, it's alignment. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to hear the music that inspires you, you have to set your dial to the right station. You cannot stay on the channel of fear and expect to hear the symphony of joy. You cannot broadcast resentment and expect to receive love in return. Every thought you think, every emotion you hold, is a signal you are sending out into the great field of energy we all share. And the universe, oh, the universe is always listening. It's always answering. What you send out comes back. What you radiate, you attract. When you choose to vibrate in love, gratitude, peace, and joy, you become a magnet for those very experiences. Your health improves because your body feels safe. Your creativity blossoms because your mind is no longer tangled in survival mode. Your relationships deepen because you are no longer seeking to be filled. You are overflowing, and people can feel that. Even strangers can sense it in your presence. You've had that experience, haven't you? Meeting someone and just knowing they carry a light. That light is not luck. It's a choice, practiced daily, to hold their frequency high. And my darling, that choice is available to you right now. I want you to really take this in. You are never a victim of the energy around you unless you choose to be. The storms in the world may rage, but inside you there is a still point, a place of quiet power that no one and nothing can touch. When you live from that place, life stops feeling like something that's happening to you and starts feeling like something that's happening for you. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop forcing and start allowing. And the most extraordinary thing happens. You feel connected, truly connected, to the rhythm of the universe itself. And so, as we bring this to a close, I want you to speak these words with me, not just with your lips, but with your whole being. Feel them in your bones. Let them soak into the very cells of your body. Say it now and mean it. I am the keeper of my energy. I choose what I send out. I radiate love. I radiate peace. I radiate light. And the universe responds to me with abundance, joy, and blessings beyond measure. Say it again, stronger this time, because repetition is how we reprogram the subconscious. Say it again, softer this time, so your inner child can hear you. And know that each time you speak it, you are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your mind, a seed that will grow into the life you have been dreaming of. Because, my beautiful friend, you are not here to struggle through the dark. You are here to shine. You are not here to shrink. You are here to expand. You are not here to be at the mercy of other people's storms. You are here to be the calm center, the lighthouse, the song of hope in a world that sometimes forgets its own beauty. And when you own that, when you truly own that, everything changes. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, but right now, in this very moment, with this very breath. Now tell me, do you feel the shift?